Welcome to the video, and I think I owe you guys a house tour. But I think before I do that, I kind of just want to take just some time to reflect on the channel and also the support that you guys have given me. So I think overall, the course of the year, there's been a lot of fun moments and fun videos that I've put out, and you know, in the beginning, I didn't think that people would watch and even pay attention to what I'm doing. But here we are a year later. I have like 1,200 subscribers, and honestly, passing the 1K mark was a really huge accomplishment for me. And for someone who doesn't really feel comfortable speaking in front of the camera, or even just like, just existing on this side of the camera is just definitely a push out of my comfort zone. I think sometime this last year I had an opportunity to document us moving into this house. So it's crazy that it's been a year already since that we've been here. And yeah, I think in my YouTube channel, like documented from the very beginning of just when we first moved in, everything was empty. And now it just feels very home-like. Yeah, we were able to add our touches around the house and just make it our own. Yeah, so now I feel like we're at a place where everything's kind of settled in and not much is changing. So I think it'll be a good time to now give you guys a proper house tour. Okay, let's just start off on my favorite place in the house, which is the living room. So we have this kind of chase sofa right here. It's kind of where we do a lot of TV watching and also YouTube. And I think as you kind of like look around, there's a kind of common like this material and also color theme. There's a lot of chrome, there's a lot of black, and there's also brown. So that's kind of the theme that we decided to go with in the living room. So you can see throughout the living room, there's like touches of chrome, there's like black accents, as well as you can see like the TV credenza is wood, and also just a lot of plants. And yeah, I feel like this area is very comfortable, very homey, and also like I would say the most aesthetic part of the house. But yeah, so a lot of the things that we got actually is from Facebook Marketplace. I can kind of do a separate video for that to kind of see like what parts. Okay, so this is the lounge chair. It's from IKEA, and we've gotten lots of compliments on it that it was the most comfortable chair in our space. But yeah, this couch is very comfortable, and it's also modular as well, so you can kind of configure it the way we want it to. So we decided to kind of have an L shape to just have more seating and also a place to stretch your legs. And yeah, just in front of it is the TV, and then along with the Sonos soundbar. I think I can show you guys all the lamps that we have set up. So we never turn on the big lights. So we kind of have like a lamp from a car, from the Gucci. We have another lamp here. This is from AliExpress. So we don't need to spend lots of money to look nice. And then we have this huge kind of like palm tree plant looking thing. I don't exactly know the name, but I'll put it up. But this kind of adds a very nice presence in this corner. It kind of like comes up, and yeah, it just makes this place feel more alive. So I think a common theme that you'll probably see in the house is there's a lot of plants everywhere. I have this rocking chair here for now, but we can just move it to this corner. But I think my favorite piece in the living room would be the IKEA Nutri shelf. So this was kind of, yeah, it's basically vintage. I picked it up on Facebook Marketplace and kind of just filled all the shelves with, you know, what we thought looked cool. There's a lot of configurations you can do, put different stuff, but I think this is kind of what we decided. I think the quote goes like, when I walk into someone's house, I should know what kind of person they are. So I think this is kind of what I envisioned. So like there's different parts on the shelves that kind of like, yeah, describe who me and my wife are as persons, and also like what hobbies we really like and other things. So I kind of really like how we have the shelf right now. So yeah. Okay, moving on to the dining room. So you can see there's a lot of brown and a lot of wood here. And we really like this area because it kind of is like a little different than your typical like dining room. I think as you can see, we have mismatched chairs or surrounding the dining table. And yeah, my wife thought it was a good idea to kind of like have a mix and match type of feel to the dining chairs, as opposed to like a very like, I guess, normal looking like dining room set where all the chairs are the same. So we kind of want to be a little different, and there's a lot of inspirations on Pinterest that kind of led us to this idea. So like, as you can see, a lot of the chairs, what they have in common is that they have a part of wood in them. So I could go around like kind of sharing like the different parts of the chairs, but figured like, you know, at a glance, you can see what it looks like. On top, of course, we have the lamp, the latest addition to our space. Finally got rid of the ugly shade, ugly lamp fixture here and replaced it with a paper pendant. So it definitely adds a lot more softer appearance and also keeps in with the theme of our space. I also really wanted to highlight this section of our dining room. This is our gallery wall, and really like how it turned out. There's like, we got different prints from all our various trips and also some of existing prints that Emily had already. So we got this one at one of the SF markets. A local artist kind of just digitally created this piece of San Francisco. And you know, being from the Bay Area and also her being from San Francisco, we thought it would kind of like add a nice personal touch. And then as well as kind of like these nice digital, just art from the different places that you found on the internet. I think these three actually are from our honeymoon trip to New York. I picked this up at the Noguchi Museum in New York, just because I really love Noguchi and to his paper lamps. So you'll see a lot more throughout the house, but like two being in the living room. And then this is a place that we've visited. It was a furniture store called Renew Finds. Very like nice and touch, and also as well like an Asian. These are some Chinese characters for, basically says Renew. And then as well, you can see like the donut lamp. And then in the corner, we have the Monstera plant. So this is I think my first plant that I bought from Trader Joe's. And it's growing really well and seems to like this corner. Also, I like to highlight kind of like this little wine corner we have going on in little here. So we picked up this wine rack at a flea market, and then all these wines actually we've never bought. I think each one of them has been kind of given to us either through our housewarming or just various gatherings that we've had at our place. So yeah, we used the USM hauler to kind of like store all our we call it alcohols and wines. Yeah, so the next area is the kitchen. So like, I think this corner is kind of where like all our appliances are. So we have our air fryer or convection oven. We have our hot water dispenser, and as well as our rice dispenser and rice cooker. And here's my matcha set up here. I really like this corner is because I think this is my like plant growing or like propagation center here. And then we have a lot of floating shelves that we haven't really like fully utilized. You see like there's some empty spots up here, but trying to add like decoration wherever we can. And then of course, got some plants scattered around. So we have the one up here. You can see that up here. And then This, and then it's like where we put all our cups that we use, and then all our fake plants, our Lego plants here, and this is the nice one that Emily's mom gave me. Is growing very nice and kind of filling this space here. So yeah, that's it for the kitchen. So just wanted to highlight this area. This is near the front door. I would say this area is like the most colorful place that we have in the house. So you can see a lot of like kind of bold colors, as well as like this is a kids rack from IKEA from the 2000s, where people can hang their jackets, their bags, and stuff like that. And yeah, we just kind of have like our outside slippers, got some board games here, and then a couple like magazines and books, and as well as Miskies. And here in here, we have our office, and you know, I've done a lot of videos in here, kind of like showing me like remaking and rearranging everything. So don't really need to show you guys too much, and you guys probably know what my office looks like already, but thought I'd just show it to you guys again. This section here is kind of where all my leather shoes are. Thought I'd figure to put them all here, look nice. And then I have my camera equipment here on the shelf, and then as well as my accessories like watches, and then of course my wedding ring, a couple of books and magazines, plus a lamp, and then my anime, like streetwear anime poster. So I really like this corner. It's very like good at like displaying all my hobbies, kind of like all in one. Makes it a little personal when you come into the office. Well, in here, this is kind of like the shelves that I recently installed. So you kind of see like I'm growing like another plant here, as well as have pictures from our wedding, and just a place where I put my wallet, keys, just have a lamp there. And then on top of that, Andrew Wiggins, the Warriors, sent us autograph, as well as like a poster. Yeah, rip Andrew Wiggins, he's no longer here, but thank you for all you've done. So in here is Emily's office. She has the bigger one, and also the one with the bigger window and lots of natural light. Don't want to do too much in here because it's very messy, and I don't think Emily would want you guys to see this. So here's her office. So in the bedroom, there's not really much going on in here. We haven't really spent that much time decorating or putting anything fancy in here. So it's kind of like the bare minimum, the essentials. We have the bed, king bed. Obviously gotta go with the king. And then we just have a couple of nice nightstands or tables next to each of our beds. And yeah, just for like lighting and not using the big light. Yeah, not really much going on here, but I always have to highlight, I have my precious Noguchi lamp in this corner. And then this is kind of where I read as well before I go to bed. Okay, so lastly, we have downstairs. As you probably see from all around here, this is Emily's workstation, her sewing workshop. This is where we have friends gather and eat. This area downstairs is kind of very multifunctional, but mainly for Emily and her sewing business. So we do have some decorations here and there, but I can kind of show you guys a little bit, but most of it is kind of taken up by Emily's stuff. So this is kind of her work table. You have her sewing machine set up, and as well as like kind of like, I guess she's prepping for a market in June. So if you're in the Bay Area, June 8th in Hayes Valley, San Francisco, come through to support. This is her sewing area. We have her TV that she watches while she's sewing, and yeah, very messy right now. All right, and then I don't know how to do this, but yeah, from right now. So this is kind of where it's like a little chill spot, chill corner. We have our fabric on the couch, but normally, you know, when people are over, people can chill here on the couch, and this couch in particular can turn to a bed. So when friends do come from out of town, they're able to kind of sleep here, and this is their place they would sleep. And then we have a plant in the corner, as well as kind of like a bookshelf. It's kind of like make it a little bit more homey, and this little nook here, like kind of in this same corner. Here, let me move this table. Yeah, we just have a kind of full-length body mirror, and then we got this giant asparagus fern that I've gotten for Emily on our, I think, like second, is it 1 year anniversary? I'm not sure, but it's grown very huge, very well. And yeah, here's the second USM hauler over here, and then just more plants, as you can see. So I totally forgot to film an outro, but I thought I'd film and show you guys what our place looks like at night. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the house tour. And I don't think I see any like big changes for now, but of course I'll continue to film when I can and all these updates. And yeah, thank you for subscribing. And for those of you who aren't subscribed, please hit the like button, hit subscribe, and comment down below how many Smiskies you've seen throughout that house tour. Just comment down below how many. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.